roof of a house. Oh my. Wind, shouted the mouse, come down and blow my boat off this house. Here I am, said the east wind. The east wind blew and blew. The mouse and the boat and the house went up into the air and landed on top of a tree. Wind, shouted the mouse, come down and blow my boat off this house and off this tree. Here I am, said the south wind. The south wind blew and blew. The mouse and the boat and the house and the tree went up in the air and landed on top of a mountain. My. Blue Pearl, thank you for your follow.
Thank you for your follow.
Wind, shouted the mouse, come down and blow my boat off this house and off this tree and off this mountain. Here I am, said the north wind. The north wind blew and blew. The mouse and the boat and the house and the tree and the mountain went up into the air and came down into the lake. The mountain sank and became an island. The tree landed on the island and burst into bloom. The house landed next to the tree. A lady looked out of a window in the house and said, "What a nice place to live." And the mouse just sailed away. And there we have it.
Đúng là away. Nhưng mà sau đó nó chuyển thành the way.
Ismail, did you write this story?
Away, nghe âm hai mà. Away. Thành away. Away. Xin the way. Chuyện nhân ngắn. Ai. Hát sách rồi.
Ryan, I'm wondering why Ismail keeps asking different members of the audience to look at the story. A lot of times we can't read a story that's on the that's on Amazon. We can only see a part of it. Okay, thank you very much for the Granddad Reads. Now, thank you as well for your Granddad Reads. Shimberta, hello. Okay. And this is another collection of stories written and illustrated by Arnold Lobel. This is Frog and Toad's Storybook Favorites. This story is called Shivers. Said with melody, thank you for your follow. The night was cold and dark.
Listen to the wind.
Listen to the wind howling in the trees, said Frog. What a fine time for a ghost story. Toad moved deeper into his chair. Toad, asked Frog. Don't you like to be scared? Don't you like to feel the shivers? I am not too sure, said Toad. Frog made a fresh pot of tea. He sat down and began a story. When I was small, said Frog, my mother and father and I went out for a picnic. On the way home, we lost our way. My mother was worried. We must get home, she said. We do not want to meet the old dark frog. Who is that? I asked. A terrible ghost, said my father. He comes out at night and he eats little frog children for supper. Toad sipped his tea. Frog, he asked, are you making this up? Maybe yes, and maybe no, said Frog. My mother and father went to search for a path, said Frog. They told me to wait until they came back. I sat under a tree and I waited. The woods became dark, and I was afraid. Then I saw two huge eyes. It was the old dark frog. He was standing near me. Frog, asked Toad, did this really happen? Maybe it did and maybe it didn't, said Frog. Frog went on with the story. The dark frog pulled a jump rope out of his pocket. I am not hungry now, said the dark frog. I have eaten too many tasty frog children. But after I jump rope 100 times, I will be hungry again. Then I will eat you. Well, the dark frog tied one end of the rope to a tree. Turn it for me, he shouted. I turned the rope for the dark frog. He jumped 20 times. I am beginning to get hungry, said the dark frog. He jumped 50 times. I am getting hungrier, said the dark frog. He jumped 90 times. I am very hungry now, said the dark frog. What happened then? Asked Toad. I had to save my life, said Frog. I ran around the tree with the rope. I tied up the old dark frog. He roared and he screamed, but I ran away fast. I found my mother and my father, said Frog. We came safely home. Frog, asked Toad, was that a true story? Maybe it was, and maybe it wasn't, said Frog. Frog and Toad sat close by the fire. They were scared. The teacups shook in their hands. They were having the shivers. It was a good, warm feeling. And there we have it, everybody. Story time with Granddad. Elle, you're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Jolene, thank you for sharing the live. Elias Mendoza, Thank you for the follow. You see, okay. Lots of folks. Tim Clicks, hello, welcome in. Pure Gold, thank you for your follow. Inner Child, you're very welcome. For you, it's 9:50 in the morning. Oh my goodness. Ah, you're in Australia. Aha. So it's a good morning story for you. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us, Tim. That's pretty cool. Well, I would like to mention that I will be back tomorrow night, starting at 6:45 Eastern Daylight Time. That's in North America. Well, you're welcome. Thank you, everybody, for spending the time with me this evening, and thank you for all your screen tapping and gifts and follows and likes and shares. Really appreciate all of it. And I will see you tomorrow evening. I'll be back Monday night at 6:45 p.m. So until we meet again, oh, Tim, thank you very much for your gifts, the Grandad Reads. So until we meet again, stay well, sleep well, and good night, everybody.
Biến mất tiêu